So he's not that into management. What are you going to do? Just wait it out? Is that it?
I mean, that's what Joe said he would do.
Oh, that's
make him sit out the season.
I think that's untenable. That is not tenable.
I don't think that's happening.
Who's the backup quarterback in Houston?
A.J. McCarron.
Right?
McCarron, yeah.
So we're going to go into it's David Culley. Congratulations. You got your first shot at age 65. Okay. Nick Caserio, congratulations. You got your first shot as a general manager after all those years being in New England. Here you go. A.J. McCarron is your quarterback because Deshaun Watson is sitting at home. And if you think that A.J. McCarron starts at quarterback week 1 of the Texans season because Deshaun Watson's still sitting at home and you think you can ride it out, I think you are out of your mind because at some point it'll be like, what are you doing? You could have had all of this. You could have had all that. All these teams that are thinking about swapping out their quarterbacks right now because they just maybe saw what Tom Brady just did, and one Tom Brady can change your team's fortune. Jets right now have all of these draft choices. They've got 19 draft choices in the next 2 years. The Jets have 19. After this year, they won't. You're not going to get a Herschel Walker trade. That's what, again, was the Godfather offer that Joe Banner said he would begin to accept. Herschel Walker trade, 3 1s, 3 2s, a third, and a sixth. That's the starting point. That doesn't happen if you allow this draft to go down and you haven't made this move and you're going to ride it out during the summer and you're going to find Deshaun Watson money. And at some point, when the narrative becomes Deshaun doesn't want to be here or Deshaun is holding out and look what he's doing to the team, and suddenly, at some point, Deshaun Watson's going to sit down and tell his side of the story, and it is going to be a long-ass day for the Houston Texans when that day arrives. I would counsel them to head that off at the pass. And call up a team or accept the offers that can come in that sound like the Herschel Walker trade. Who can pull that off? Who has the ability to not only pull it off, well, everybody can pull it off because they can, as long as you've got all these 1s and 2s and you haven't traded them away. That's why, when the Rams were thinking about what they could do with Goff and apparently kicked the tires on Watson, according to Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated, it was too rich for them because they didn't have that's why the ones that they gave up for Stafford were in the future, not this year, because Jacksonville holds their one this year in the Jalen Ramsey trade. So who's got all of these?
I know, Rich. The Jets.
The Jets have it.
Hey,
I'm serious, and I know you're this, you're that, you're a Jet fan. That's correct. Guilty as charged. I've got the scars, emotional, all over me. The Jets have 19 draft choices in the next 2 years. They've got multiple first-rounders because of the Jamal Adams trade. And wouldn't it be somewhat ironic, don't you think, like rain on your wedding day, that the Jets have the ability to pull this trade off because they've acquired the draft choices by trading away the player that they took in the same draft that they could have had Deshaun Watson anyway. So they've got multiple first-rounders. They could tell Houston, take the first-rounders that are hired, pull an NBA trade, right? Not lottery protected or whatever. Whatever's highest, you take, including the second overall pick this year. You actually improve your position that you would have had. And in 2022, another first-rounder. And in 2023, take our first-rounder there also. Now, would they cough up their 2s over the next 3 years also for it? Would they cough up a third? Absolutely. Guess what else they got in the trade market?
They'd also get a starting quarterback.
They got an extra third-round pick in the Jamal Adams trade in this year's draft too. Give up one of those also, and you still have your own. You still have your 1 and your 3 this year, and you get Deshaun Watson. Give up a 6th. If you're the Jets, you do this standing up. You do this tomorrow. You do this tonight. You call Nikki up and say, I just met you. We just met each other on a night out on the town. Give me a call. And then you call Nikki back, and you call Nikki back, and then you call Nikki back until Nikki says, don't call anymore. Like, that's it. Because if you get Deshaun Watson and you're the Jets, you're all grown-ed up, and you're grown-ed up, and you're grown-ed up. On the spot. And then you got me like Vince Vaughn. I'm dancing on tables. The rest of the Jets fans are dancing on tables saying you're all grown-ed up.
Shout out to the 101 Cafe.
Shout out, man.
Tomorrow. You do it tonight. And you keep calling. Of course, Nikki's got to want to call. Nikki's got to want to date you. And that's the other factor of this. Yes, Deshaun Watson is Nikki in this equation. Yes. And also Nick Casario. By the way, Nikki.
Hey.
We're workshopping here.
We're calling.
Also, Rich, Joe made it seem like every NFL GM is like the guy on Instagram who like has an Instagram crush, and the second you see that her boyfriend might have been slipping, you're sliding into those DMs. Let me test the waters a little bit.
Although he did say he would have waited 48 hours with the Aaron Rodgers situation.
Yeah, no, that would have been like 2 minutes.
But isn't that the swingers thing? You have to wait 2 days,
2
right?
days, yeah, 2 days. Yep. Industry standard.
And then they're like, how long are you going to wait? 7 days.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.